Yeah, I'm Shannon Hard, and I'm here for the Deacons, and they've been wonderful, and I couldn't ask for any better help from this church because I got doctor's appointments down there. Yeah, so if it wasn't for the Deacons, I wouldn't even have been able to get to Fresno, and uh, I Phyllis and Art, they've been super people, and so is Jason, and yeah, so it's a blessing in my mind.
Yeah, I've had, oh my golly, so many rides, 4 or 5 years ago when the arthritis really hit and I couldn't drive well. I had so many people offer rides. I mean, blessed that they really wanted to do that for me.
So after I had Gabe and Addie, Rita and the Deacons made a basket with some great gifts in it for taking care of a newborn. There were diapers and baby wipes and some toys. Yeah, I was very surprised and just felt loved on by our church community with this very thoughtful gift. And as a mom, you never know how much you're going to need to take care of a kid, and it was all the little extras that were very thoughtful.
Good morning. My name is Jeanette Lewis. I'm here to give you a little bit information about the Holden Cross that I'm holding in my hand. This has been a source of comfort and love. I have slept with this cross in my hand for over 3 years. I know that I'm not alone, and God is always there. It doesn't mean that I still don't have all the fears and I feel lonesome, but I know I'm not alone. It is given to people that are in need of love, of God's love, of God's comfort.
And then also for Meal Train, I'd had surgery back in 23, and the meals they brought, it was so wonderful because Mark worked nights, and so getting the meals delivered, and the kids were still just kind of teenagers. And then I enjoy taking meals to people. I've been on the meal train for a long time.
After I had Gabe, then Phyllis set up a meal train, and it was probably for at least 3 weeks, and every other day someone would come with a meal. And it was a great way to meet people in our church, like one-on-one, and then also it was nice not having to worry about what we're gonna have for dinner that night. Such a relief, because having a newborn is such an adjustment for our family. So it was nice knowing that there was one meal I didn't have to worry about that night, and yeah, some good food and always leftovers.
And she says, well, we can help you. So pretty soon, a whole team of some of my friends in the church, some of them older than me, came out, and they worked, well, they actually worked almost two days, 2 half days, picking up and moving the firewood, not just moving it, but splitting the rounds of firewood. And that was helpful because, gosh, we've been paying propane bills that are going up when it was cold. So I couldn't burn the wood the way it was. They had it split, and they restacked it far enough away from the house. And of course, the rest of the crew went around and cleaned up some of the landscaping so it looked good. So we took pictures, and the pictures were sent to our insurance company. And I got the word back because they had given us notice that they were going to raise our rates again. And I got the word back that it was clear. So that was a real blessing to be a part of the family of God, a family of what we do. And I have to admit, my pride was getting in the way. That one Sunday, when after church, I went up and prayed with one of our members on the side as the service ended, and God told me, you need to ask for help. And so when I did, it came, and it saved us. We're not that old. We're in our, I'm 76, Linda's 75. She'll probably say she's only 39, but we wanted to get back to the church, and we're happy to be back and active and enjoying the preaching. And don't forget about the deacons, because the deacons are there to help. And I realize that, even though I was a deacon almost 20 years ago, and yet much younger and doing some of those things, God told me to not to be too proud to ask for help. So that's what happened.
You know, God has given each of us gifts, and our deacons board, people have their gifts, and it's so rewarding. You feel good that you're able to serve God in your way. And then when you find your gift that you're good at, it makes it much more, pleasurable to do that. And then, so that's, kind of what it is. And I don't mind serving. I love our deacon board. We really have a good group that, yeah. And when we do our memorial services and stuff, we all get together and boom, 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 we get it all done.